Hello, all my little storms, and welcome back. Today, I'm making some VTubers. While also talking about VTuber designs, character design, and how exactly you should go about designing a character, because I like to talk about that stuff, and I think it's fun.
But it's buy 2 get 1 free on barrels of lube.
George, no. We're not doing Black Friday sales, okay? Also, hello, Jose. Jose popping in a little bit before he gotta go. But anyways, let me just make sure that I have everything prepared. I got everything that I can prepared.
Joke's on you, I got your credit card.
No, George. No. No one, please no one give the actual credit card, please. Don't do that. Don't give your credit card to people online. Unless you know who you're buying it from. No! George, why do you have my credit card again? No, stop it. Don't take me credit card. Why you take me credit card? I don't know why I'm saying it like that. I'm so sorry. Why do I say things so randomly like the way I do?
Don't listen to Art. She's crazy. She's just a crazy lady online.
Where is the lie, George? Where is the lie? I guess there is really no lies, is there? When you truly think about it. Oh my gosh. I guess this is my life now. Just being crazy. Gotta be a little bit crazy to work as. Honestly, someone was saying how a VTuber has to be
Lie these nuts on your face.
Someone was saying that if you're not at least a little depressed and a little bit crazy, you're not a VTuber. And I'm like, yes, that is true. That is so true. It sounds really sad, but where's the lie? I'm sorry to get all these darker topics, but I also just sometimes where's the lie in those situations? Where is the lie? There's not really a lie, is there? I will say I'm trying to calm down a little bit because
The lie is your lie in April.
I'm trying to calm down a little bit because Sleepy and I were playing Demonologist literally right before stream, so we got a little bit scared. we just like pulled Demonologist up and we were just like playing it a little bit and we were just like, yeah. Anyways, we're gonna be making some VTuber models. These are not gonna be full models. They're just like kind of like I'm just putting more sketches to them and kind of fully or making a fuller design of them. You know. Actually, let me check something. Is this how I think it is? I'm checking something because I might show you guys a sneak peek of something. Might. Cause I gotta be honest, I don't know how I'm gonna bite my tongue for an entire like year for this one. Probably be even longer than a year. I have no idea, depending on how I want to do stuff on this particular thing. Oop. 1 minute. There we go. Okay. Okay. Alright. Now then, without any further ado, I do have some announcements. Or more of self-advertising and plugs to get in right now before we continue on with the stream. I try and do these at the beginning and at the end so I don't boggle you down.
Here's the plan. We spoil Jose. He's over here winning bread. Art, do your thing.
Jose, it hasn't come yet. Shut up. I will be surprised if it comes during stream. If it does, I'll show you it afterwards, okay? The sad thing is that I don't have really a good place to take nothing. I'll be quiet. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna shut up now. Shut up. Anyways, let me just give some little announcements. So, I have a new little graphics card. I was just being spoiled in general. Oh my gosh. I have a new little graphics card for my commissions. Cause I kind of now have it be that anything outside of rigging and illustrations is just under special request. Just means that you want a special request for an item, which is mostly like emotes or stream stuff. Eventually I'll have it split up, but on VGen I can only have basically 5 slots for things, so this is what you get. On Artistry, these are all separated up, of course. So, yeah. So, as I said, some of the prices did increase a little bit. Not with most things, but the prices did increase a little bit. Because I'm trying to make myself be able to have a living wage with this. And as much as stream does cover some stuff, this is another way that I sometimes pay the bills. So, yeah. So there's that. I hope that you do enjoy this nice new little graphic for that. It's much cleaner than the other one. It was really cluttered. It used to be really cluttered because I had so much stuff. And now it's just cleaner. I worked on that today. I finally worked on it. I haven't done this one though. There is a sale going on, but it's not an extra 20. That was only until the 16th, and I still haven't fixed it. But if you want to get some awesome art merch, there is now art merch available. There's some newer ones, and also there are other designs outside of my VTubing, and there's always gonna be some newer designs that might come out besides that of my VTubing merch. So, yee. And last but not least, I am affiliated. I am an affiliate with Qandle. They are a queer-owned small business candle company. They also do sell candles, wax melts, and also a bunch of other home good items. And I do have bought. Oh.
A candle a day keeps the arson away.
Yes, remember, a candle a day keeps arson away. I have bought some of their candles. They did not give me free samples or anything like that. I bought them with my own money myself, and I can attest that these candles are really good. They smell amazing, and I'm a person that deals with headaches with normal candles, and to actually be able to smell a candle that doesn't give me any sort of headaches or anything like that is great and amazing. So yeah, they are made very environmentally friendly because they're made with soy wax. And eventually they are working on adding more scents. They want to add different colors to their wax melts and candles, and they, instead of using a wick, they want to do a wooden.
Here's what we do. We offer Mother as a blood sacrifice to our one true savior, Jose.
No. No. I am not a blood sacrifice. Oh, excuse me. I don't know where that came from. Anyways, y'all here for the stuff, right? Right. Let's go to stream. Let's go to stream. Okay, got my drawing pen out. We all good. We got the drawing pen out. The drawing pen is here, okay? We're here to draw. That's what we're here to do. So for those that don't know, I did make my own VTuber model. The VTuber model that you see here is I made it all myself, rigged it all myself, and yeah. So I have made other models for people in the past, but most of them were like the chibi models. So if you know the chibi models, I have made chibi models for people. So I do have experience with making models. And yeah, if anyone wants to know my pricing for live 2D models, because I do have commissions open for them. I only have commissions open on my artistry for them right now. And the commission pricing is a little weird. If you do come to me with already like an idea, then it usually ends up being cheaper. But for a base model and a rig, in total, it's $600. Because I do charge a little bit less for the rig. Now, of course, if you want a lot of stuff with your rig and it needs a lot of time and physics that go into it, it's going to cost you more. But I have a flat, I'm gonna do flat rates of $300 for a rig. And then most of the stuff that you're gonna be paying for is me doing the art for the model. So that's why I can keep it relatively cheap. The other thing is that I just I want to make it is a little bit more accessible than usually other models and rigs, where usually people do like, I saw one because I was like, ooh, I want to kind of get a rig from like this person, and I saw like, if I want like everything with the bells and whistles, like a lot of stuff, it was like $3,000 for just the rig, and I was like, dude, what the hell? Nah. 300 is more than enough for a very basic rig, and like the basic rig would do whatever my rig is currently doing, so you get a pretty good thing for that amount of money. So, and the other thing is that, you know, the more stuff that you already come to me with, then it's like the less I can do it. Damn, it's still forced. Yeah, no one's been really putting anything into it, Diane. But also, hello, Diane. Well, welcome. Anyways, VTuber models, right? Hello. So these VTuber models are gonna be adoptables eventually. The price that I'm having them be is probably about like $200 to $300. It might be more than that depending on how much shit I do. That means like, how much do I really want to put into the rigging of this? That just means like a bunch of different things. I want to threaten art with horror fanfiction. You can always do that on your own. Oh my gosh. Okay, my daily read. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be honest, I don't read fan fictions that much. I really don't. I really don't. Okay, there we go. Wait, what the heck? I do. I'm trying to like organize this a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. And then we're gonna do a boot. There we go. Sometimes the head it doesn't work with, but that's okay. So yeah, we're gonna be doing some different VTubers that'll be adoptables. Again, I don't know exactly how much I'm gonna price these. I have been thinking about maybe doing auctions for them, but I don't know. But these are like future things I'll be working on the side. Honestly, I just read the really good one or the ones that are weird concepts. Hey, you know what? That's me with reading normal shit. With reading normal stuff in a normal bookstore, okay? That's me, okay? I do that all the time. Anyways, so we're gonna start off with this angler fish design that I had. This is gonna, so angler fishes are mainly female, the ones that we normally see. So that's why, actually I did see an angler fish VTuber, but like it was very basic in most of the designs. And I'm just like, no, I want to do something a little bit more like different and unique. So that's kind of like what we're going for here. Art is not cheap at bookstores. Bro, $200 minimum, okay? Minimum. That's the minimum it needs to be. That's how much I spent on 200 minimum. That's like 20, 30 books, okay? Alright. That's how much the minimum I needed. I'm sorry, I just like books, okay? I like reading. I actually fucking read. I'm a VTuber that actually fucking reads. I'm sorry that I'm a VTuber that actually decides to fucking read shit, okay? Yes, let's shock everyone. Yes, a VTuber, there are VTubers out here that can fucking read, and I am one of them. I'm one of the rare cases.
Hi, Pug.
Oh, Pug! Hello, welcome in, welcome in. We're just working on some VTuber idea designs. That would be adoptables. Also ignore my fingers, okay? I know you can see my fingers.
Ligma Pug.
Ligma Pug. Oh my gosh, you guys are all insane, you know that? Y'all are insane. George, how could you? Does George be George, okay? You can never dictate what George is gonna ever say. Okay. Oh, I made it. I see what I was doing. You know what? I kind of like a different design instead. That's actually inspired by something coming. I'm trying to like make it look like a fin. I want it to look there we go.
If Jose spends at least $200 for you on books, I'm refunding it and keeping the $200 for lube.
George, no! No, you cannot take that away from me, okay? You cannot exchange it for loot. Alright. So, anyways, I'm gonna...
The house will become my personal slip and slide.
No. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about like what the idea behind that of this anglerfish was. So I just wanted, you know, something that looks a little bit more interesting, because I think that people just don't come up with very, oh my gosh, I think that some people just usually don't come up with very unique character designs, because a lot of people like to stick with a little bit of the status quo on most stuff. Like, they don't want to go outside of doing anything that's beyond that of what most people would classify as, I guess, the norm. That means, like, you know how there's like so many people that have like cutesy, like, fox. There's so many foxes, because that's like pretty big. There's so many people that have like designs that are mainly like Japanese inspired. A lot of them do like just typical idol stuff. Like, most of the character designs are very, very similar to each other, right? He is on 4 legs. Yeah. So it's like, you gotta find something that is unique enough to be able to stand out. And I'll show you like in a second, like with sketching this. So even though that the entirety of this, actually I can bulk this out a little bit more. Even though that the entirety of this does not look like a normal VTuber design already. Even though that it has the classic hood, because there's like the fins and these bulging eyes happening on the side, and then you also have like these teeth in here. But when I do a silhouette of this, like, this silhouette is gonna stick out because of the hood.
Thumb spotted. Art's identity has been revealed.
Oh, stop. Just shut up. Like the big hoodie. Yeah, a lot of people don't do hoods. I think people are afraid of doing hoods. I'm gonna try and do a hood on this character because I want to do a hood. But I think a lot of people usually like stay away from like hoods and things like that. I think also what a lot of people stay away from is like actually genuinely thick body types. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm sorry, I don't want like what other people think of as a thick body type. I don't think that that's thick enough in my opinion. I'm trying to like remember how I kind of have this. I remember. So I kind of gave it a little bit of like the...
Is pug thick or just chonk?
Oh my gosh.
Also, random but useful fact you may implement in the design: male anglerfish are really tiny and have weak jaws. When a female is ready to mate, the larger ones with the little glowing dangling thing, they will release a pheromone that will make the male anglerfish bite them. But because they have weak jaws, they can't let go. The pheromones also release a protein that slowly absorbs and dissolves the male anglerfish until only the balls with the baby-making stuff remain attached to the female. The female chooses when to lay eggs and inseminate them with the male fish balls she has on her.
I love anglerfish facts. Anglerfish facts, everybody. I don't know if I want to implement that fully into the design or not. We will, time will tell on that one, Jose. But thank you for the wonderful anglerfish facts. Did anybody else know that? No? Well, now you do. And we must all suffer for it.
Humans are a very fortunate species. You can say anglerfish are covered in these nuts.
Oh my god, they are! They are! No! By the way, a lot of the theming for today is gonna be sea. I know a lot of people usually do sea creatures, but I'm gonna be honest, why does everyone do the fucking same ass sea creature? Why don't we get fucking angler fishes in here? I've seen sea slug. I know that there's a sea slug VTuber. But I'm just like, I want like, I've only seen one anglerfish so far. And I'm just like, I need more anglerfish out here. We need more.
Did you know that many female octopus starve themselves to raise their children?
I did know that. I do remember that. I was thinking if you want, you could have little male angler. Bulls. Bite marks on the design? Oh my god. That would be hilarious, but also just I don't know. I don't know if I would be able to like really deal with that. And now I got to I didn't want to make this more angular than round, but that's okay. Now I gotta do this. The
Anglerfish is lewd tuber.
Okay. I will say this much: whoever buys it, it would be very interesting if they don't become a lewd tuber. That would be the most interesting thing, because it's like ow, oh, my eye is twitching so badly. Like, hi, I'm covered in my dead lovers. Oh my god. Hi there. I'm covered in my dead. I will say this much. I do not have a name for them, and I don't think I'll ever give them a name. I think that it's better that I don't give them a name, because then whoever buys it, they can figure out a name for themselves. I will say this much. Don't invest in these models if you never use them. Dead lovers balls. Oh my god, no. This makes it worse. Honestly, what is better? I guess nothing's better, is it? Well, I'm gonna be honest, there's enough here to make that they could become a lewd tuber easily. Wait, what, Jose? What more are you going to say? I am scared for anything you have to say.
Hear me out. Instead of dead lovers' balls, little flasks that emit light, and in the flasks you see little make anglerfish skeletons. 'Cause anglerfish emits light.
True. True, but, they might do something. But it's gonna be on here. Because see, on this original design, I have like little Orbeez. Or like little pearls.
We need a jail Jose redeem.
What, so you can time him out? You can't... There, you're getting your dead lovers, okay? Everywhere where there is a little... Where there's a little dot like this, that's one of the lovers. It's like she incorporated it onto her design. Gonna be honest, she's got a lot of dead lovers. Look at all of them. Like their bowls calcified. A lot of lovers. Fantastic. I like how you guys are like, please, we need a jail Jose redeem. Not a lot I can do with Jose.
That vtuber gets some action.
Yeah, they do.
How cruel, I would have kissed them instead.
You would have kissed them instead. Well, hey, you know what? If you live in the deep sea, you gotta get some action, right? And by the way, technically, yes, their toesies will be out for this. They do have free toesies. Okay. I was gonna do this kind of design as well, but I decided on I'm not doing that. Now, time to kind of move on to the face and some of the hair. I'm gonna do this in a different color.
Is that what happened to Jose? He bites you and now only his balls remain?
I guess.
Jose law confirmed.
Not really Jose lore confirmed, it's just...
F in chat for Jose. Gone but never forgotten. We now know why he's a will-o-wisp. To this day only his balls remain.
Hey.
You already said yes, you can't take it back.
You guys are awful.
His last gift to you was D's nuts.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck? God damn. God damn. Okay. Fine, I guess that's how it be. I guess Jose's not gonna get to see the thing later that's being sent to me. So. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I kinda like the idea that this has short hair. It's the male layer. Let us actually now start trying to go in on the. You gotta make some food, getting ready for work. Oh yeah, because they gotta get ready for them that good work. How do I? Okay. Hmm. And then you don't want to adjust it. You know. Yeah, I have a brush now that is able to like move anything that I want. There you go. Invest in good brushes here. And then I kind of hate that everyone like now does the shy lily ears with feet. Okay, can we talk about this really quickly?
I guess you can say you have Jose by the balls.
I was gonna say, can we talk about that? Everybody just does the shy lily ears for aquatic VTubers. I fucking hate it. I hate it. Why does everyone? Oh my god! Ow! I hate it. I hate that everybody now just does this for their ears, and I'm like, no, give me like actual aquatic looking ears, please. Like, that's what I want to see. I want to see like Undyne style ears, please. Like that. Like, that's what I want to see. Again, the VTuber might be very simplistic, but what the overall design and silhouette shape is like the main feature is the hood. That's the main feature. That's what we're focusing on. I was gonna make the hair longer, but I actually like that the hair is shorter. I'm gonna think about colors in a second, but I kind of want to show you kind of the other ones that we're gonna do. So I have a blobfish design as well, which is also, again, main feature is the hood, but the hood on this one is going to be removable. This one actually has, you can put the hood down, because even though that it's a blobfish and it's a main part of the feature, you can also put the hood down. This one is very much more like girly girl. So it's like, if you don't want a smexy one, but you want something still like frilly and stuff, then this one is like your next bet. Actually, I am debating on whether or not the hood will be removed. The hoods will be removable. I might make it that both the hoods are removable, but the hoods are definitely the main feature. It just might be that some people might want them off. I want friend-shaped. Yeah, it's basically, do you want friend-shaped or non-friend-shaped? So we got that. This one I don't have a model for, but, or a person for it, yeah. We're gonna start going into a little bit more traditional Japanese stuff, which is oiderons. There is a little bit of a history with oiderons, but this is a concept a long time ago. It says stingray, but honestly it's gonna be like a manta ray kind of style. And there's a lot that's gonna go into it. I did some research before completely sketching this out, so there is some idea. Now the only thing with this one is that the hair is going to be ridiculously hard to rig just because of the way that the hair is. If you look up oiderons, you'll find that the hair is really difficult to rig in general. Oh, by the way, I am going to debate right now on whether or not I want to make the skin a human skin tone, or should we go a little bit more fantasy with the skin tone? And what I mean by that is that instead of it being a regular skin tone, it's going to be like a blue or pink. For the blobfish, I'm actually going to make their skin tone gray because a blobfish is actually like silver. So it's gonna be contradictory. You know, like this is actually what a blobfish looks like. This is what a blobfish looks like when you pull it to the surface. So yeah. But when you're coming up with like concepts and stuff, I was also gonna put a tail on this, but it's like you're not really gonna technically see the tail. So I kind of just decided to get rid of it. But one thing is like we kind of have to keep in mind with VTuber designs that I think a lot of people usually don't understand is that one, the design has to be readable, and two, the design still has to be unique in some way.
The appearance of the blobfish is from being dragged to the surface at high speeds, destroying its body.
Yes. And that is why, my friends, be kind to the blobfish.
So mother dragged Jose through bookstores at high speeds. Now it makes sense.
What makes sense, George? Oh, the blobfish. Are you trying to compare the blobfish to you, Jose?
I shall prepare countermeasures to stop the blobfish uprising. Oh right, my lab equipment is gone.
Don't you just hate it when the blobfish steals all your lab equipment, George? Oh wait.
No wonder Jose looks like a blobfish.
Hey, you don't look like a blobfish. You have baby face. You don't look like a blobfish.
I blame you, mother. It's your fault the raptors stole my stuff.
It's not my fault that the raptor stole your stuff, George. You just left it in a very easy place for them to steal it.
Listen, their crib was in the lab. How was I supposed to guess they would want science equipment?
I don't know, George. Maybe you should have kept a better eye on them.
Where would they get the idea to create monsters anyway?
I wonder, George. I wonder where they got the idea from. I wonder. I wonder. I wonder where they got the idea, George.
I blame you.
You can't blame me, George. I am not the one that made them.
I can blame you, and I did. No backsies.
No backsies? Alright, George, you can sleep outside tonight. It's gonna be cold. There's no warm ponds out in the wilderness. I hope that you'll sleep very soundly outside, George.
I will bring my matches out, let it burn.
What? I will bring my match. George, you can't bring any matches because I'll take your matches. What are you gonna do without any matches, huh, George?
Artka George shopping, Artka George shopping, Artka George shopping, Artka George shopping.
Oh my, no, George, you cannot take my credit card to go shopping.
Saying no hasn't stopped me yet.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm concerned about.
I will have everything I need, a fire, a tent, and a pound of candle wax.
Oh my god, no, George, you cannot take the candle wax with you, George. I decided to go with the fantasy skin tone.
I also have 5 Molotov cocktails, a grenade, 3 car batteries, and this raccoon.
Where'd you get the raccoon, George? Should I be concerned where you got the raccoon from? If it's the raccoon from the backyard, I don't know how you carried it. That thing is huge. It's a massive raccoon. I almost took it for a plush doll. I was wondering where my raccoon... Oh, it's your raccoon. Uh-oh. George, you better give her back her raccoon.
I made it in the lab years ago.
Oh. How'd you make a raccoon, George? Should I be concerned? George? Oh my god, no, not too... Seriously, how much?
I combined the DNA of a raccoon with another raccoon.
Oh, ow! Ow! You combine the DNA of another raccoon. Give me my raccoon back! Oh, I think they took
I
Sleepy.
also have an industrial grade cement mixer full of lube, 4 fingers, 1 Starbucks coffee, and 6 pumpkin pies. Using a gallon of alcohol.
Oh, okay. Why do you have so many things, George? Should I be concerned? I'm concerned. You know what? No, I shouldn't ask if I should be. I am concerned. George, what the hell?
I have the power of the credit card.
No. Just because you have the power of the credit card, George, doesn't mean anything, okay?
I also have bags of blood I'm still trying to sell on the black market, 3 of Opie's children, 5 of Rufus's teeth, Fane's feather, and Glacie's jar of mayonnaise. Oh wait. Sniff sniff. This isn't mayonnaise.
Why do you have that, George? Wait. Please do not bring that up anymore. Please no. Please. I am now scarred. I hate George. Why you like this, George? That's just... Why do you all make George like this? My original idea was for George to be a nice, cute, wholesome thing on the stream. But no! You all are like, no. Wholesome? Us? Nah, we must destroy wholesomeness. That's how all of you are. And I wanted him to be wholesome. And you guys are all so mean about it. You're like, You wonder why I can't take any of you anywhere.
Mum, help. Opie's possum children stole her and started gambling using Rufus's teeth as makeshift dice. And this blood sample of yours, which I can't use now.
What? Wait, George, when did you get a blood sample from me? I didn't sign off on that, George. George, where'd you get a blood sample? George? George? Where'd you get that?
Don't worry about it, I don't have anything to clone you with anyway.
Oh, thank God. At least I don't have anything to clone me with. I'd be more concerned.
I was using it for research to make my dinosaurs submissive, but it only made them breedable.
No! No, no, no. 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 Bad, Jose. Bad. I knew it was you. I didn't even have to look. I didn't even have to look at the stream. I knew it was fucking you. Like, there's only one person that would say that. Jose, they're babies. Doesn't matter.
Hear the plan, we send Jose into the sewers to recover my lab equipment.
Yes, I think that's a brilliant idea. It's a brilliant idea, George. I like that we're going for a lot of darker blues, so then her skin really pops around. But I'm trying to make her skin look like it's supposed to be like glowing-ish, I guess. I think that's
I
fine.
also have my super secret stash you don't know is under your bed. In that stash I have 5 Bitcoin, 2 Rolls-Royce car keys, a Taylor Swift album, 15 passports that belong to random people I stole, and this Martha Stewart cooking magazine.
What magazine, George? A Martha Stewart magazine? Where the heck did you get a Martha Stewart magazine? Oh. Great. Oh, wait, am I gonna get... I don't think I am. Am I? Just like, no, I'll leave you with this. Perfect.
No questions.
I'm trying to, like, think. You got the... Y'all enjoying the 1 point yippies! Yippee! I literally have a section for just, I literally have a section for just, I think, for fantasy skin tones, and I'm literally using that entire section just to make this entire thing. There we go. Now my announcements are slowly but surely coming up. I kind of like that we're going for a lot of darker colors, which will make any lighter colors that we add just really pop. Because that's kind of what I want for this design, is to make a lot of lighter colors really pop.
Check outside. I think my doomsday device arrived.
Oh no. Sit here. Hold on, I'll be right back. Actually, I do want to get up anyways. I actually do have to go, and I am doing laundry, so I'm just gonna pause the recording. Alright, I am back. I just needed to... I didn't need to do much, I just needed to open it up. But, yeah, it came. My thing came. I didn't want to feel this. Oh, it's soft! Oh, I love this. I'll have to try it on. I'll have to try it on after stream. So. It doesn't fit, too bad. They sold out entirely? Holy shit! Damn. Hold on, let me move this. Let me move so my doggy can sit up here. I'll try on after stream is finished. But yeah. But anyways, we're gonna continue on with this VTuber model. They're taking pre-orders for next batch when they re-release it? Damn. You know it's good when they run out. Can I get ready for work? Finish eating. Good, good. At least you ate. That's the good thing. Alright, time to make the dead soulless eyes. A lot of people might be like, oh, you should make them have, like, you know, little highlight. No. Dead and soulless. Actually, should we do dark or should we do white? I think white would look way better on here because it would pop out so much. I have a 4-day weekend off. Ah, yes, that will lead way more into the dead look. Today is our see how fast and test to see how fast we can do. Ah, oh, I told my mom about it. She's actually played that game before, so she knew exactly what you were talking about. Yeah, if you teach me, Jose, I'll be down to play with you. I don't play cards much, but I will say this much. You should never play cards against a dealer, and that's what I'm doing.
The way the carrot is played is there's only two hands, players and banker or dealer. You bet on which hand you think will win before the cards are dealt.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. This looks really dark, but I might make it a little bit. I just want to make it dark so it's easier for me to see it. I did not realize that it was doing this, which I do hate when it does that. Ah, that's why. Trying to make these more pointed. I remapped some of my controls. I'm trying to get used to it. There we go. I don't know about the ears much because of how things are, but we'll try and do a mock-up of the ear as well.
With this moment of quiet, I would like to take a moment to read to you all. Pug, hand me my notes, and yes, hand the correct notes this time. Pug, this is a stained napkin from a burger.
Okay, I'm here, I'm home alone, and there's a fucking... I just heard a knock on a door. Oh, it's people working on construction. God damn it. People working on their house, and I thought I was being haunted. My dog. Door. What the fuck? My dog thinks somebody's knocking on the door and they're not. I'm doing construction work. And up to the leg. Oh, we have a few ways.
In the carrot, you add up the numbers for each hand, while crossing out the double-digit number. So instead of going to 10, you go back to 0. So if the cards add up to 10, remove the 1, the total is 0. If the card total is 18, remove the 1, the total is now 8. If the total is 27, remove the 2, it's now 7. The goal is to get closest to 9, and whichever hand is closest wins.
I have to do math? I don't want to do math. Well, then again, what card game isn't just basic math? But at the same time, I don't want to do math. Jose breaking Art's mind before it has even begun to actually function.
Artican shielded herself with her sword, but she still felt the force that carried her off her feet. She easily nailed the landing and pushed forward again, but this trained foe was ready with more high-pressure water attacks. This pattern continued, getting the entire town square soaked in water.
Uh-oh. See, this is why we did it really dark, so that all of this detail can come out. Oh, that just makes everything pop so much more. And by the way, how we're gonna do... So there is... Yeah, it is. So I have like a particular brush that makes it look like it's glowing without making actually something look like it's glowing. It's just a pen. And then it starts to make it look like it's glowing. Actually, it looks really good. I don't think we'll put it on every line area. We'll put it like... Oh, look. It looks like pearls, but it's not. They're not pearls. That is all of the lovers. It's like, here, I doth wear my dead lovers on my body. Honestly, it looks like a pretty solid design. Now, the thing is I'm gonna show you guys something really quickly. When I do one particular thing. Oop, no, I need just a regular. And then so let me just show you guys. No, don't do with that one. We're gonna look at something else. Perfect. Okay, there's some whatever. That'll be fine. Okay, so one thing that a lot of people sometimes forget is looking back at a silhouette. So we know how this VTuber will look when it starts going into color, which great, you have a color scheme, but how does it look in silhouette? It looks, I will say, it kind of looks like Chansey up here, but it's enough of a solid silhouette to where people can go, I know that this is this VTuber. Because there's enough of a differing in the design, right? Because if I compare, you know, this is, looks like a ball. Yeah. I look like a, oh, I look like a ball. Yeah. It all depends on what your shape is. Like what kind of shape you want to go for. Different, you know, different designs and different styles that you want to go for will result in different, different things to look at. So, I will say on here, like, you know, there's gonna be some different stuff, but, like, at the end of the day, you can tell that this VTuber, that even with this much of a design here, just like looking at the top portion, that this silhouette is a lot different than other people's silhouettes. Oh my gosh, put those grippers away! No. Shut. Just let me do this really quick. But even if I remove, even removing the hood, it would still have like that design. Cause the thing is that this top part, this little bit is actually gonna be on top of their head as well. Always with their grippers. My exposed beans feel unsafe. I got you, Pug. Oh my god! Why there's so many grippers? Stop! Put the grippers away! I don't like them on my head! No! Stop it! Put those grippers away! What does that say? Is that- wait! Is that a button that says nut? Is that a nut button? Oh my god. I need a nut button. What the hell? Got me how? What does that mean? They're spamming with me with a bunch of gripper emotes. Who the fuck? Who's the fuck's gripper is this? Ow! Oh my gosh, not the megas! Not the mega! Not the mega yippies! Oh my gosh, I'm being bombarded. I am being bombarded! Ow! Why? Why you? It's my mod too! What the hell? My mods are so mean to me. Starfar? Hmm. No, thing. Well, you just came right on time. We're actually working on creating some VTuber adoptable. There you go. My true question is always, should I draw? Here. I like that we're still going for that nice deadpan look. I mean, we are doing an angler fish here, so it needs to look somewhat dead and decrepit. I don't know. Guess if I was an angler, I don't know. If I was an angler fish, I guess I would like it. Trying to like, why can I not? Sometimes I can draw a straight line like no tomorrow, and other times I look like I'm drunk trying to draw a straight line. Anyone else ever have this problem? They're like, you can draw, you know, any other artist, they're like, oh yeah, straight lines, no problem. Other days you're just like, straight lines? What are those? What is a straight line? What are you? am I? Who are you? Why am I here? That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like sometimes with drawing you. Alright, now I think I can take this, like, sketch layer down a lot more. And there we go. We have our anglerfish. Sort of. I still have to draw the bottom part. But I mean, for a solid color design. Now, I know a lot. I know I'm falling into the, oh, well, everyone that is a sea creature has blues for their designs. And it's like, yeah, they do. Because a lot of fish are fucking blue. But anglerfish are actually mainly like translucent and black. So there's not really that amount of options of colors. And I don't think like a bright pink anglerfish is really gonna look great. So we are going with more of the darker. I will say a lot of people fall into more of the blue sort of stuff. Yeah. I will say any shading or highlighting and stuff like that will be done later. These are just base, like, flat colorings concepts. We're not going to be going into highlighting, shading, all of that sort of fun stuff. Just because, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Blue jeans go with everything.
Blue jeans do go with a lot of things. I will say this, a lot of this was a little bit more intricate than what I could do on here. But I think for what it is, it works really well. And like, a silhouette might do a lot, but then the coloring and hue shifting between everything has to be solid. Because if I take this all and make it black and white, I should be able to differentiate what everything is. And I think a lot of people usually don't. And keeping into a monochromatic color scheme. So monochromatic just means that it is within one color. We're using one color at a bunch of different hues and levels. So this is a very monochromatic color scheme, which I think for most VTubers, like, you should at least keep to either a monochromatic or like a few colors. Like me, I have only blue, pink, and purple as my colors, along with black and white as accents. But my main color scheme is black, white, black, purple, and blue. And there's just a bunch of different hues of that in my ultimate color scheme. Now you can add more colors, but as long as they're accented in like one area. That's why I hate like some characters that have like, that are like rainbow vomiting. And unless like you're going for Harajuku fashion kind of style, unless you're doing that sort of thing, or not Harajuku, I'm trying to think. It's like those ones that, so in Harajuku, there's a bunch of different, like, so, like, you know, that's where, like, I think Lolita fashion came from, and from, you know, Lolita fashion also makes sense, because sometimes they do have, like, either one color scheme, or they have kind of also the rainbow vomit situation. So it's like, it depends on what you're going for, but if it doesn't make sense for your VTuber model design, please don't use a whole lot of colors. It makes it confusing. Keep to simple. Keep to basic. Just don't make your design basic. Well, you can have a basic design too, but it's like, make sure you have a solid design and a good solid color scheme, and not an overcomplicated one, unless it's supposed to be like that. Like this. This is not a very overcomplicated color design, and it's not an overcomplicated design either. Let me go and let me do, we gotta do legs. Legs. See what I'm saying about, like, I can't fucking draw a line? A lot of people might be like, oh, stabilization, but I'm like, no, I'm trying. I will say one thing. Stabilization, a lot of the times with coloring, is really nice. Or, like, trying to, like, draw lines and stuff. But you should be good at drawing straight lines yourself, okay? Stabilization, what if you don't have stabilization, okay? What if you refuse to use stabilization? You don't see me right now, but I'm pointing at you. Can't see it, but I'm pointing at you guys.
So what Art is saying is she doesn't like stability in her life.
Hey, just because I have the stabilization off doesn't mean I want stability in my life. Okay, maybe. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Clip.
Don't worry, I've already marked it for a clip. Also, the other thing is, I think that it just doesn't draw fast enough. Someone was saying how... Okay, they made this really funny thing, and I was just like, oh, that's kind of hilarious to think about it. But someone was saying how they're, like, making a thing of saying, like, how VTubers have really bad fashion. Like, have really bad fashion. Who wants to be mod now? I'm unmodding Jose. Listen to what you said. Hey, shush. Shush. Pick me. Sleepy, you're already a mod. I can't mod you again. But someone was saying how like VTubers double mod me. I can't double mod you. I want to be superior. And he'll say, oh my gosh. Anyways, so we are finished with our anglerfish design. Which now, if we go up here and kind of look at the silhouette, again, solid.
Huggies peak fashion.
Yeah, but someone, it was a joke. It was a joke post where, it was obviously a joke. It wasn't a joke post. It was a joke. It was a joke video because they made a video about it. But it was like how there's one sock on, one sock off, or the socks are two different styles, like mismatched socks, or that the socks. Say it and I'll ban him. Wait, can you? Wait. Question. Can you ban him? I have a Can you? Can you ban a mod? That's my question. I actually wonder that. Not that I want you to. I just question. I question it. No, don't try it. Oh, so that means that it does. You can do it. That's what that means. I can try. No, I have it on that if he does get banned, he can't watch the stream anymore. Wait, question. Sleepy, do you know how to unban somebody? I'm gonna test some. Oh no, don't ban her! What are you trying to test? Are you trying to test on whether or not you can ban yourself? That'll be hilarious if you can. I like how we're actually like trying to talk about this. Ah, yes. The dead anglerfish look. So wonderful. Can't time out art? Yeah, of course you fucking can't. You can't time the broadcaster out. I'm the broadcaster. What the heck? What are you all doing? Can't time out mods. Oh, okay. Interesting. It's nice to know that. Anyways, we're gonna be moving on to the blobfish next. As you can see, it takes a really long time to make a VTuber model. Oh, by the way, I will say this much. What I normally do with models is I usually make like a base that basically is just the skin, like just the skin tone. A lot of people usually do, I don't know why people draw this. Why are you drawing it with underwear and stuff on? You don't need to do that unless they request it. Unless they request it to be drawn with underwear. Don't waste your time drawing it because then you're just gonna make the client pay for something that they're never ever gonna fucking see. This is what actually does piss me off a lot with models and rigs. Like, why are you paying the client to basically, really, why are you making the client pay for stuff that they're never gonna see? The only thing is that I do have it where it's incorporated that you get 5 expressions, and even if you don't use any of those expressions, a bare base can be used for alternate outfits. Exactly. I know that, but what I'm saying is that it needs to be bare, like barren, like literally. Why are you drawing why are you wasting time drawing undergarments when undergarments aren't necessary? That's what I'm saying. Unless they request for undergarments, like for a certain whatever. Technically, I would count that as another outfit, but because it's like really nothing of an outfit.
To be a pervert.
Yeah. I can understand, like, for stream purposes why people do that. I'm on Man. I can understand for stream purposes why, but I can't understand for, like, people actually doing that, because that's not the only person I've seen doing that. And I'm like, unless... Where's my model with the cheese string? I need the toggle for my chat who wants to see. Yeah, like, if they want it, I'll draw it. But if not, it's just gonna be, now it's bare skin based. It just means that it's just a flat color of the skin tone. That's all it is. I can actually give you an example. My male model, on the other hand, does not have that because I did want to make the shirt removable. So my male model, on the other hand, is very detailed, but normally I just make it flat. Daddy. Oh. I was gonna say, don't oh yes, daddy me. Sleepy, how often have you been, like, in my, like, just lurking in my streams? Cause you throw so many points all over the place. Should I be concerned? Should I be concerned? Almost always lurking when she's awake. You have yet to run out of points? Oh my goodness. I have the stream up in my... You have the stream up in your dreams, Sleepy? Wow, that's not, like, weird at all. I think it's nice that you dream about me, but, that's a little creepy. I mean, it's nice, but, like, why? Anyways, so I think when you're, you know, I usually make like a blank skin. I can pull up, nah, I won't pull it up because I don't know. Oh my god. Holy shit. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? What? Stop. Stop. Stop it. Get some help. Why are you all like this? Why are you all contributing so much? No. 20%, let's go. No, don't make it to 25%, Jesus.
How well do you handle drawing a furry base?
I will say this much. A lot of people like to say that I am a furry artist. I can draw furry art. I cannot, like, I'm not a furry artist, but I can try. I have drawn furries every once in a while for, like, clients and stuff. So I've done it before, like, once or twice. I can do it. I have some stuff to help me with, like, proportions and stuff like that. So I can do it. Drawing a furry base is not that difficult. Now, the thing though is that, hi puppy, most of remember how I said that my rigs are pretty cheap, but like the models probably aren't gonna be? It's because I custom make your model to whatever measurements that you want. You want a thick ass model? I'll make you thick. basically I custom make the model to what you wish for. So, you know, there's not like just a base model to go off of. It's like, hey, I want you to make my model like this, this, and this. So your body is fully customizable. And that's kind of what I put myself out as, is that my models are fully customizable. Like, look at like this body type compared to this one. This one's a little bit shorter, so it's a little bit of a tinier one. And then, not this one. Then I have an orchid mantis that we're gonna also work on. Hi, puppy.
Furry beach ball.
Furry beach ball. And as you can tell, the orchid mantis is very tall and slim. So they're different. All of the models are different sizes in their own way, which a lot of people don't fucking do. The only one where I've seen like body differences is male models. Male models have the most body differences compared to female models. And I mean that. I really do. Like, I have seen more variety of male model, like, sizing. Now, of course, like, a lot of people might be like, oh, no, I just see, like, you know, muscle man, muscle man, muscle man. It's like, because you only like that. But I've seen just way more variety in the way of male models and, like, non-binary models than I have with, like, female models. Mostly all female models are the same. And either they're teenage anime girls, they're lollies, or they're hentai bodies, and there is no in between. And that's about it. Leia, what? Do you want cuddles? Do you want cuddles? Come here. My dog wants cuddles, so she is now on my lap because she demands cuddles. We're gonna work on the blobfish and try and color it.
I don't think you're looking close enough.
What? Well, no, there's a lot of indie that have, so there's a difference between different styles and different bodies. There's a difference, okay? I know one person that has a very unique style with making their models, but the body size is the same body size template. It's all the same. But the style is a different art style. Like, my art style is very unique compared to other people that make models. But other than that, they're not, you know, they keep one, they basically have a base template. And they're like, this is my base model template that I have for every single person, right? And then they just put on different clothes. It's like a paper doll situation. I don't know if you guys remember, it was old. Okay, basically, they have, like, Barbie dolls, right? You all have Barbie dolls. There's the default Barbie doll, and then remember when they did those different, like, sizes of Barbie dolls? Well, no one does those different sizes of Barbie dolls. They only do the base Barbie doll, okay? This is how all riggers are. They only have that base Barbie doll, and then they just put different clothes and hair and eyes and all of that on the base Barbie doll. And that's all that they do. I think like the best idea is doll customization is like the best way to talk about how most people do VTuber models. Is it's like doll customization where you have a base doll and then maybe you add like some other things, but for the most part they usually don't add anything. They're just literally changing the hair and adding different clothes. But some people like to go above and beyond, like I do, and make more custom body types. For even though that we're looking at the same base, like all of these have the same base female 3D asset from the Clip Studio that I'm using. But all of them are different because I'm adjusting what the size and the shape is and all of that sort of stuff. So that is what makes it more custom. So your body type is one of a kind at the end of the day. It's not just, your body type is one of a kind at the end of the day. Because you're not going to match anybody else. You may be, maybe because I make the parameters very similar, But other than that, like most of the time, you're going to be having a very unique body type. Every single one of my models will look distinctly unique from each other. And they're not gonna look all the same. And that's what I want. That's what modelers should be able to do. Is not make just a base thing and just make them all look very similar. Because I'm gonna be honest, most models that I see, I'm like, there is very little difference between them. At least when it comes to their body shape. The only thing that is different is usually the clothes and the hair. And maybe any extras that they have. But yeah. There you go. You got some pets? What? You didn't... My dog now doesn't like that I took her off of my lap. She's like, I want back. Oh, no, she's now settled down. But anyways, that's my rant over. That's why I'm like thinking that maybe for my rigs, I might make it more of a flat fee, and the most that you're going to be paying for is usually like just the model. Because I'm going to be honest, if you're going to be paying so much for a model, why should you pay so much for a rig? Unless there is like a lot of bells and whistles going on, like I honestly don't think I should make you pay that much for a rig. The only reason why I was kind of like looking at it to justify like why it would cost so much is because of the amount of time that I put into it. But I'm just like, well, I could always streamline it. And that's what some people do, is they basically streamline it. Because again, they have like a base model, so they do make a base fucking rig for it that they just base everything fucking off of, and they just take that thing and implement it and plug it into here, and it's like, there, done. And it's like, I rig every single model by hand, like from beginning to end. Some people do that because it depends on what you need. Some people do not, and they just use like a base and they just implement that base. It's complicated. It's hard to like kind of like fully visualize it if you don't know what is happening behind the scenes. But basically, you know, it's like they have like a little rig machine that's like, this is already pre-rigged, and they just take that rig and put it onto another rig. And they're like, see, already half of it is done, but I'm still going to be charging you $3,000. I'm just like, why? So I think that's why I'm going to probably make it that my rigs are going to be flat fee of either between $200 to like $400. The only reason I say flat fee of $400 is because it depends on the complexity of what I want, of what is going to be rigged. Like, I can show you guys this little sneak peek, okay? I'll show you guys this little sneak peek, okay? I have it up here. But here's a little sneak peek silhouette of something to come, okay? This will be like a long time from now, but the amount of things that are going into this, I would have to price this at about maybe $1,000 to maybe almost $2,000 for this rig. The reason being is because it's gonna have a lot of bells and whistles to it. Not only is it just the model itself, it's also getting extra toggles, extra things. A lot of animation, there's going to be some animation on this. So there's a lot of things to come on this model. And yes, this is my 2.0. This is a silhouette of my 2.0, okay? You're not getting anything but this. You guys can all speculate what it is. You can have fun speculating what it is. Okay? But Yes, hello peppers. But at the end of the day, like, I can't make this for less than $1,000 because of everything that is going into it. I'm still not done with the model, by the way. I am still not done with it. I've been like working on this model for maybe about 3-ish months. But that's because some months, like some days, I've just like not worked on it at all. I actually had all the coloring and everything done like a long time ago. And the other thing is that the amount of sketching that I've had to do on this, like just the cost alone with the sketches. So yeah. But there you go. But that's the only way that I would justify that. But I'm gonna be honest, I think for the most part, I might just charge you just for the rig, or for me to use the program to make your rig, and then the rest of it would just be kind of like an extra bonus for the time that I have to work on it. Because it does take me a long time to work on stuff, depending on what you want. And if I make more, you know, if I make more rigs and models and all of that, and then I have like pre-made custom ones you can buy or download for yourself, like at the end of the day, like I'm gonna be making money elsewhere that I don't have to. If I was making solely rigs and models, yes, I'm gonna have to make you pay for that in order for me to live. But because I have like my art illustrations that you can do, I have emotes and other things, I can bring that rig cost down. I cannot justify though making the model cost less, because I'm gonna still have to be spending time with you to be able to make sure that that model is up to my standards and also up to what you desire. So yeah. And again, sometimes you can have really complex models. This is going to be a very complex model, though. I'm going to show you why it's going to be complex. It's because there's going to be a lot of different parts with it. But for this kind of model, this one's a little bit more simplistic, because all I really have that's complicated is the hood. That's it. Everything else is like stuck to the legs and the torso and everything. Everything's like much more isolated.
Pug wants jiggle physics for Thea Jelly Belly.
I mean, yeah, I could do that. It's not that difficult. Again, I only have Live 2D models open up on my on Artistry, not through VGen, because I still need to get like verified on VGen in order to be able to actually open up all the rigs that I want to put on there. So I have like, you know, my Furby model and my Curse models, which are the joke rigs. I like to make those joke rigs, okay? If you want a joke rig from me, those are the 2 joke rigs that are available. I might be opening up more joke rigs, by the way. Joke rigs are just basically funny rigs that you can have. And I don't charge a lot for joke rigs, because I think that is a shame to charge a lot for joke rigs. Because at the end of the day, they're jokes. They're supposed to be funny. I don't want you investing a lot of time into something that you're barely gonna use. Also, guys, I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit, so I might have to actually stop talking. I'll try and rest my voice tomorrow, okay? I'll try and not talk to people tomorrow, which is kind of hard because it's Thanksgiving. But I think I'm going to be losing my voice tomorrow.
All I heard is George stream.
Yes, it's a George stream now, because my voice is actually starting to hurt. No, these are not for you. I'm grabbing some cough, some little cough drops. I'm gonna have one of these and hoping that it helps with my stuff. But anyways, we're gonna work on the blobfish now.
Time to party. I'm trying to make these irises like really big because like fish actually have really big iris. And here. Now, some people might be like, you just talked about how you didn't like people doing this. Yes, I don't like people doing this. But it's different when I want to make a different kind of ear shape.
Yes, we're doing another one that has that has shorter hair. I was gonna make the other one be longer, have like longer hair, but it looks like that's not what ended up happening. Guess we're gonna do the blobfish part, but I just kind of want to do a sketch of what this is supposed to look like before I put the hood on. There we go. And then I kind of did this like unique little corset thing. I'm just trying to. I'm trying to like really go with the frou-frou-y. And then because then I do the bubbles on here with the bows. See, this is why I'm saying like this one is gonna be very complex. Because I'm gonna make all the physics for all these bows. Oh, okay. Yeah, lots of skirts, lots of frills, lots of ruffles. I know, like, I could have put ruffles down here, but I don't want to go that crazy. And then... And how do I... Oh, I kind of want to... Alright. What am I doing instead? I'm gonna give them socks. Or like stockings. That'll have like a print on them. There we go. And now, time to make the hood. And then I wanted these to match so that even without the hood on, that you could understand. Now you might be like, why a bunch of bows? The bows are supposed to represent the knots. Like fishing knots, because a lot of the times it's because of fishing boats that picked up what munch? But yeah. Even though that you're technically not going to see the earrings on here, I still want to put the earrings on there just in case. Yeah, look at that. So adorable. I actually really like how this came out. I could move the earrings to on the edge here and make them like this. But then you can kind of see it on the end. But I don't know. I'll debate on that. Ooh. There we go. Now, of course, the other reason why I picked kind of Lolita inspired. So this isn't Lolita exactly. It's Lolita inspired. There are very rarely people that do like full-on Lolita outfits, I will say. I think Lolita is one of the few things that VTubers really do. Like, a lot of people do Lolita inspired and not like full-on Lolita. I tried like looking into Lolita to think of idea for it, but Lolitas don't really have like hoods and stuff like that. I mean, some of them do, but they're more like bonnets and stuff, and I'm like, that's not really what I want for a blobfish. So that's why I'm like, I kind of went more Lolita inspired, like as if this outfit is very much like taking different bits and pieces from Lolita and making it all into one thing.
Explain Lolita. The average person has no idea what that means.
Oh, okay. So Lolita is a type of Japanese fashion, and the thing is, when you type in Lolita, you're gonna get two things. So when you type up, yeah, let me spell it out, Lolita. But when you type this in, you're gonna get two things. You're gonna get fashion and a book. If you look up what this book is, it does not have anything to do with the fashion. Okay? This is I wish I could write it, but I feel like if I do, I would end up, let's just say, 40-year-old with 11. Okay? That's what the book is. Lolita, the book, has nothing to do with the fashion. At all. Here, I'm gonna get rid of that. So Lolita is mainly categorized from its original style, which is kind of...
Burn that memory with an intense fire.
I will. So Lolita, the fashion, is... Yes, we will burn it with fire, George. We'll burn it all with fire. So Lolita fashion is inspired by Victorian England fashion. So it's inspired by Victorian England specifically. So that usually means that they have bonnets as a headpiece or bow. Sometimes they do big furly bows. Bows is probably a main kind of feature. Not everything has bows, because there are subsects of this. There's like kind of kawaii Lolita.
Pug would look cute in a bonnet.
Pug would look at it. There's like kawaii Lolita, which I'm mostly leaning towards. Kawaii Lolita is more of like lots of pinks, very cute, very overly feminine. Whereas there's also gothic Lolita, which delves into more of like, you know, lots of the Victorian England grieving, most of the grieving garbs that people would wear when they're grieving a loved one's death. So a lot of the gothic Lolita kind of sometimes either is that, or they kind of take regular Lolita, put it into some sort of dark or blackish color schemes, usually using a little bit more of, I guess, most of the lace that they end up with. Oh yeah, this is another thing. Lace. Now, not everything needs to have lace, but most of the gothic I have noticed has a lot of lace to it. But the lace usually is much more of like, I would say like very harsh kind of patterns, whereas like usual Lolita might have like more scalloped kind of patterns, like very soft, delicate looking, and the other one maybe has more like harsher ones. Here, let me see if I can pick up a picture of Lolita. What the hell is Lolita fast food? Excuse me? Here you go. This is probably a great picture, actually. Also a lot of patterns. Lots and lots and lots of patterns. So, I don't know, yeah. Actually, this works pretty perfectly. So, yes, some of them do wear wigs. Not everyone does. This is the middle one is a great example of gothic Lolita. Then we have kind of dream, and then here, let me get another layer. So this one in the center is like, phone shush. This one is like gothic Lolita. This one over here, I think is dream Lolita. I don't know all about Lolita. I just know from most stuff that I know. I think this one might be Candy or Kawaii Lolita, but I don't know. This one also looks like Candy because it has that bag, but I don't think it is. But some people have like different things.
I want another pretty dress. Yes, it's relevant.
But it depends on what the individual kind of wants to look like. So there's like subsects, but then there's people's own individual tastes. Like, I know one person that I love, that I follow for like Lolita kind of ideas and things. And her entire wardrobe, for the most part, is very much a lot of experimental outfits, meaning that she's a very experimental, like she has like clown Lolita. She has like, she loves teddy bears, so she has like teddy bear Lolita stuff that's like mainly based around it. So I would say most times Lolita is based off of kind of how you want to build your stuff. Like, how do you want to look in Lolita, and building it off of that. So that's why I like, there's major subsects, like, you know, with gothic Lolita. Like, this is not completely gothic. I will say this much, but it's enough into there because it's black. And so a lot of people like to classify it because it's black. But it could also be dark academia Lolita.
Best idea ever, Frog Lolita.
Frog Lolita exists. Frog Lolita does exist. But like, and then you have like things that are like this, where it's like kind of like that dreamy kind of thing. That's why I'm thinking that this might be Dream Lolita. And then there's like Candy Lolita, like Kawaii Lolita, and sometimes they put like other different fashions into Lolita. So there's like, again, there's Clown Lolita, alright? There's Clown Lolita. Sometimes there's very like...
No, it doesn't. I just made it up.
There's a lot of different ones. There's like, you know, Teddy Bear Lolita. There's like... Lolita is very vast in what it is, but the main things about Lolita that I can pick out from that of the fashion. Now the thing is, Lolita is mainly a fashion. It's not a hair, it's not a makeup. It is the fashion itself. The main thing about Lolita is lots of ruffles, definitely a cupcake kind of skirt that has petticoats underneath it, usually stockings, can have bows and frills, lace, also a thing. I'm more fashionable. And headpieces. So again, some people do a hat, some people do bows. No one has a bonnet on here, but bonnets are also another classic one. And the thing is that these two have kind of the same outfit, but they wear it very differently. You know, they have, and they have like different ways of how they match. Now, not everyone has these frilly things. She doesn't. But at the end of the day, you're trying to make an outfit from all of these different parts and them all coming together. So usually you have like a dress and then you go and find kind of a headpiece that might work with the dress. And then you might try and find a bag that kind of works with it. Maybe you might find cuffs. I just got back. Is this art's Hitler? No, we're talking about Lolita fashion. We're talking about Lolita fashion. Don't worry, Sleepy. This isn't a hit list. We're just talking about the fashion. But yeah. So lots of different ways that you can wear it. But for the most part, what I've seen is with most of the dresses is that there are variations of how you can do it, because there are dresses, some Lolita dresses that are very long in length, but mostly what they're basing the dresses also off of is that you are looking at Victorian England kind of style. But again, the teacup shape, the petticoats, and usually this like kind of snap-ish waist. And sometimes they go up with collars, like on here has a collar. It's a collared one. And sometimes they don't. They just kind of have like this kind of lower kind of way like this.
Black's Butler.
Black Butler is a great way to look at it. Actually, funny enough, what Lizzie wears for Black Butler is like very Lolita fashion if you think about it. It's not exactly, because it's mainly based off of like Victorian England, but it is basically her dress but add more patterns. The other thing is patterns are also very much a part of it as well. And again, it also, the patterns, you know, have either, so some of the patterns can go all over the dress, like there's a pattern up here and then there's a pattern here, or they can just be on the bottom part of the dress. But see how this matches with this? They may have bought it as a pair. Whereas over here, this dress does not match with these socks, meaning that she bought these separately. And then all of these accessories on her head are all bought separately. So at the end of the day, you're like buying a dress and then go, okay, what else can I buy that can match with this dress? So at the end of the day, it's like the dress that's the main kind of focus point sometimes. That's how I view it. Some people think like mostly it's like other things, but it's like at the end of the day, it's the full outfit to make that fashion. That is important. And so that's what I was really trying to go for, was I wanted, nope, not that. So we got the kind of tea, I might make this even more puffy, but this teacup shape, the kind of waist. Not all of them have corsets. Let's keep that in mind. Not all of them have corsets. I just decided to put one on because I wanted to. This is going to have much more of a pattern down here. It's just I'm kind of trying to be very simplistic for right now. But it's supposed to have more patterns to it. This top part is all flat. And I wanted to add a little bit more up here because I think that this is too plain. So we added some more stuff. Now the other thing is that I can kind of say this. Lolita is kind of over the top, but it's over the top on the patterns, mainly, from what I can view. It's not over the top in a lot of other things. It's mainly over the top when it comes to the pattern and how the colors and the variation looks. Now, not everything has to be pink and frilly. Not all Lolita is like that. It just depends on how you want that Lolita to look for you. I'm gonna be honest, I want to actually make one Lolita outfit just to kind of see, but I'm gonna be honest, Lolita dresses are not made cheaply. They are usually made very high quality. So a lot of people do make Lolita dresses themselves, which kudos to them. But most of the time you're buying it from stores. Now, of course, when Lolita fashion first came out, yes, most of it was handmade at home. I guess that's also kind of what made it also a defining factor. But now there's a lot of companies that do make Lolita fashion. And if you see an outfit, you have your eyes on it, and they're making pre-orders for it, you better be starting to save up your money. Because most of the time, those outfits go for like sometimes $2,000 for a dress. Sometimes it can come with accessories. Sometimes it's just the dress itself. But you're getting a high quality product. Like, that shit is not gonna fall apart after like a few washes, you know, kind of situation. Like, that thing ain't, unless you take like a machete to it, it's not really gonna fall apart very easily.
I will get the credit card.
No, put my credit card away, George. But yeah, I find it interesting. There's a lot of places that you can go and look at what Lolita fashion is. If you're interested in that. As you can tell, it ended up being a little bit of a hyperfixation for me for a bit. Because it's, as an artist, I feel that I should know about a variety of different, like, styles, and especially fashion styles. Because how else am I gonna make a variety of different characters? You have to know how to draw different kinds of fashion. Because at the end of the day, like, you can have, like, cool, awesome character designs. But if they all look like they're in the same fucking fashion style, they're not gonna look like their own individual characters. Every single person in here not only has their own thing.
With the power of 7 credit cards, I will become the Lolita Queen.
You want a Lolita outfit, George? I'll figure out a Lolita outfit. But, like, at the end of the day, like, each one of these characters are unique because they have their own fashion. Now, of course, the Wolfman technically isn't wearing anything, but, again, it still evokes, like, that these all have different outfits. They're all wearing something different. And maybe it tells a little something about you're still Furby a little. Yeah, because I didn't change back. I have to change myself back. So yeah, it's not on a timer. It's not on a timer anymore. It's not on timers. When I had it on timers, there was problems, so I don't do it anymore. So I just switched back with my number pad. But anyways, I might just, I think I might just finish up with...
Yes, Daddy.
Oh! At least you used it to change into Daddy, Jesus. Actually, I have a question. I have a question. Will you guys be good if I take my dog out for a walk? I'm just gonna take her maybe 10 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes. Will you all be good if I leave you for 10 minutes? I'll keep an eye on chat. Okay. I'm gonna pause the recording. I'm back from touching grass. Hi, Munchkin. Oh. I like how when I lose tracking, I just disappear into the void of nothingness. I was looking down at my dog. Hi, puppy. No, you cannot come up here. Anyways, I'm gonna just basically finish up the coloring on this. The flat colorings. Just to kind of have a coloring base. So at least we'll have 2 of these done. Again, I don't know when I'll make these. Like fully make them. I'm just at least doing them now so I have like a base for them. The next 2 we'll probably do on Sunday. That's kind of how I have it set up. Like this is part 1 and that's part 2. I know, a few days between, but okay. We'll make it through it. Oop. So, I'm pulling up the fantasy skin tone again. Unfortunately, oh no, there is a silver one on here. Why am I saying that there isn't? I'm so stupid. I'm just blind. I hope this isn't too gray though. I think it's bluish, grayish enough, you know? We're gonna go with this. But I hope that you all enjoyed the break from me for a few minutes. You know, we always love a good break. Gives us time to think. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube, we completely skipped the break. Because they didn't see anything. For them, it's just like, I was gone, I was saying I was gonna be gone, and then I came back. If I need to, I'll make it more like grayish, but for right now, I think this will work. I also just realized that the only places that you're gonna really see the skin on here is like very minimal areas.
Auntie said she was going to throw a shoe at me if I misbehaved.
Oh, is that why everyone was behaving so well? Actually, can I scroll up in chat and see kind of how it is? Alright. Oh, y'all hit me with a George's Chaos. Grab your exploring. It's time to go underground and find the layer of the Okay, well, at least you guys did. There was one time I came back and it was like you guys had all created a cult to George, and I was like, oh my gosh, no. I kind of like that I'm making their skin tone non-human colors. I'm gonna be honest. Why do like a lot of VTubers that aren't like human have human skin tones? Can you give me some variety of skin tones, please? Now, of course, if the person doesn't want it to be like Human skin tone, understandable. Sometimes people just don't want a human skin tone for their stuff. Understandable. But sometimes I just want to see that skin tone, you know? Like variations of skin tone. I just realized that I forgot to turn down the opacity on it. I'm going to paint, or like put a skin tone in here for the legs, just because, in case I want to make the, the leggings see-through. Now, sometimes they're see-through, sometimes they're not. That's how they are. Warmer ones, or like ones that you're supposed to wear during the winter time, are definitely not made to be see-through. Some are kind of a little bit sheer. I think it just depends on what you get. Alright. Now I'm gonna just put, like, base, dress. Will be the base for the dress color. I might change it, but I'm just trying to draw it in. So this is the hood. This might be way too much of a bright hot pink. I am sorry if I'm burning anybody's eyes. I will burn them further. It's burning my eyes! Jesus Christ. I might have to make it a little bit more of a... maybe more of a dustier pink. Okay, a dustier pink works. I still want it to be pink. Actually, for the most part, usually it's like this pale pink. Alright? Oh, that works. Okay, that works. Beautiful. This is actually gonna be the hood. Right. I do want the hood and the dress to be different. Because I want that separation between them. So you can tell it. But then you can tell the difference between... Did you just do... I could make the skirt a different color, but I don't want to keep it all pretty much the same. And then... that's a little too close. Yeah. I want more like maybe a light off-white-ish. I'm trying to make like a ruffle shirt here. There we go. And then this is gonna work, kind of where it's gonna get a little. I actually want this to be a darkish silver because for those that don't know, a blobfish's actual color is silver. So I want to give this like main focus of like this silver, which does, you know, make the rest of it pop, which is great. That's kind of what I want. And then we're gonna look at comparing I actually want to show off one particular thing, and that is this silhouette compared to the previous. This might be vibrant. Still, I think a little too vibrant. We'll turn it down. I'm trying to make sure that when I do this, it won't put the entirety of everything. Ooh. Ah, forgetting that. No. Lots of frills. Or at least lots of bows. Lots and lots of bows. Sometimes you just need a lot of bows. Actually, I might change this to be... Nope. I think that looks a little bit better. We might change stuff up depending on how I want to do it. But there we go. I don't want to do that. And maybe a little bit darker. Now, I'm gonna like do an outline here because I wish. But the problem is that I may have to make this either a different color or lighter. Because I don't know if there's a differentiate between it. I might have to do this in a different color. Or silver. Maybe adding a silver trim might not be a bad idea. There we go. That's... There's a lot going on here. to figure out how I want to do. Hold on. My mother's calling. I forgot to pick up milk for Thanksgiving, which is tomorrow for me, by the way. Oh. At least it gives a time when I usually record these.
Artist smelly, someone get me a gas mask.
Hey, I'm not smelly. I'm not smelly. You're smelly.
I smell like French perfume. Toilette.
Oh. The dark soulless eyes. Gotta bring them dark soulless eyes back, don't we? And then I need to do the hair. Also, hello, welcome in everybody. I'm trying to make VTuber model designs that will be adoptables later on. I know I haven't been saying it much, but I'm starting to get really tired. I've been going, ow!
Like I'm putting chemicals in the water that turn the
Oh my goodness! Hello, welcome in, Raiders! Oh. Hello, Mixu! Hello, welcome in. I am Arcrates. I am a art VTuber that's currently working on making a blobfish VTuber. Here, let me put the hood back on. It makes sense with the hood. The hood makes sense. Oh, well, thank you for, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Let me give you a oh, thank you. Rate of hotness. Oh. Oh, sorry, wrong buttons. Wrong buttons. Hello. Rate of hotness. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy the male model. I just debuted this a while ago. But what were you doing? Oh, you were also doing some art. What, may I ask? Yeah, just wanted to raid into somebody else doing art. Great. Men, yes. Man. What were you doing? I know my title is so much like VTuber. How cringe. Makes you knows I'm a simp. Well, you know what the fascinating thing is? I'm not just a dude. if it'll... I'm also a chick. Woman! I was just taking viewer suggestions. It was my first long stream, not nice. Magic. Thank you. Oh well, welcome in. Thank you. Thank you for all the new follows. Let me just say my little bit that I usually say. Hello, welcome to the storm, and enjoy the chaos, because there's a lot of chaos to come. Let me get my
mainly a Furby.
Hey, I'm not mainly a Furby. Just because I had the Furby model doesn't mean I'm a Furby, okay? I was gonna just show off my other art. I also do a lot of other art besides making some VTuber models. Also, all the models that you see on here I've made and rigged myself. So, yee. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Oh no, the tracking broke! This is one problem that happens.
Daddy.
No, don't oh yes, daddy me. Oh my gosh, the tracking, there it goes. Welcome to my scuff. My scuff is that they decide to change my model too much, and then my tracking breaks. That's the scuff we have here. That's the true scuff. Don't worry, I'll come back. There we go. Hello. Oh, go away. There we go. By the way, if you do need to go and take a break, take a rest, I understand streaming can be a lot on a streamer.
Hello, I am George and art is smelly, just trust me.
Hey, I am not smelly, okay? Yeah, we also have George, my co-host here. Yeah, I was about to say, yes, if you do need to go, I understand. Thank you for sharing your community with me. It will be a very chaotic one, probably, because we're usually pretty chaotic on this stream. Us being normal is not normal, so... But yes, thank you for everything. And we will be continuing on finishing this up.
Main host, George.
I gotta head out now, but you seem really cool, and I'll see you around. Don't forget to stretch and hydrate. I always have hydration. I am one of the few VTubers that actually knows to drink water. I have a full thing of water. Yeah. I actually did take a break earlier because I needed to walk my dog, because it's getting darker around here earlier, so I have to take her like literally in the middle of stream. So I do go and touch grass and stretch and hydrate. Water is hydration. Water is the only hydration. People out here with their like, oh well, I have my power drink and all of that. No, water. Drink water. That's what the hydrate is for. It's for water. But no, everyone's out here like, nah. The true water is coffee and tea and stuff. And I'm like, no. I wish I could squirt you spray bottles. Oh my gosh, where are these hiccups coming from? Hydrate or dehydrate. Exactly. I don't have a hydrate button because I'm just genuinely pretty good about drinking my water. Honestly, usually by the end of stream, or sometimes even in the middle of stream, I have to go and refill my water. Myself. I drink it myself. Because I know. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys this. I'm sorry that you're gonna hear this, Raiders. But the other day, which is Monday, I fell down. like a grandmother.
Hey Art, guess what? We're no strangers to love, you know the rules, and so do I. Full commitments. What I'm thinking of, you wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling, got to make you understand. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Well,
we've known each
thank you.
other for so long, your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it inside. We both know what's been going on, we know the game and we're gonna play it.
I can't stop
and
them.
if you ask me how I'm
I
feeling,
can't stop
don't
it.
tell me you're
I'm
too
sorry.
blind to see.
George has to go through the full cycle.
Never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you,
I'm
never
so
gonna
sorry.
make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never
that's my
gonna
dog
tell
in
a lie
background
and hurt
snoring.
you. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Ooh, give you up, ooh, give you up, never gonna give you up, never gonna give you up. We've known each other for so long, your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it inside. We both know what's been going on, we know the game and we're gonna play it. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling, got to make you understand. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Welcome.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
You done
Never
yet,
gonna
George?
give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Pretty Princess George.
They're done now. I was gonna say, I fell down the other day because my leg had fully fallen asleep, and I was trying to get up to do something, and I didn't know that my leg had fully fallen asleep, so I fell flat on my face. So that happened. I wish I could say that that hasn't happened before. This is accurate, what do you mean? I know, it is very accurate. I mean, I did say welcome to the chaos, so, yeah. It's never a normal, normal streams do not happen here. Only chaotic streams happen here. No, I'm doing the wrong, I'm pressing wrong buttons. I remapped some of my controls, so a lot of them I'm trying to get used to. I remapped them so that I can just be in one area, and it will be fine. And now we're gonna start focusing on the face a little bit, and then we should be done. There you go.
I, George, am in fact the prettiest princess.
Yes, you are the prettiest princess, George. Ah. There we go. Then do. There we go. And then... And now we're gonna start kind of coloring in those eyes. I actually want to make the eyes compare. So we did another VTuber model, which I will be showing once we're done here with this one. And those ones I made the sclera like darker, but this one I actually want to make the scleras white because I want to make the irises black.
What? Do you wanna build a snowman? Come on, let's go and play. I never see you anymore. Come out the door, it's like you've gone away. We used to be best buddies and now we're not. I wish you would tell me, why do you wanna build a snowman? It doesn't have to be a snowman. Go away, George. Okay, bye. Do you wanna build a snowman? Or ride our bike around the halls? I think some company is overdue. I've started talking to the pictures on the walls.
Oh my god.
Joan. It gets a little lonely, all these empty rooms just watching the hours tick by. Art? Please, I know you're in there. People are asking where you've been. They say, have courage, and I'm trying to. I'm right out here for you. Just let me in. We only have each other. It's just you and me. What are we gonna do? Do you wanna build a snowman?
Oh my gosh. And I forget that sound alerts exist. I forget my sound alerts exist. I have a lot of sound alerts and I forget they exist. But anyways, oh, I forgot their feet. I forgot their socks. Socks and... Oh well. There we go. And then I want to take this color and use it for the Then I think we are gonna be done here. I was thinking of raiding somebody in particular, but we raided them last time, I think. So we're gonna raid somebody else. I don't have an idea of who to raid, but we're gonna look around. We will probably raid somebody else that is also doing alright. There we go. Toes. Shush. Grippers made. You know what? This is one of the few VTuber models that I have my own grippers. Look at my grippers. We got grippers. This is the only model that I have that has grippers. No, I am not making a gripper model. I'm never gonna do that, okay? Just no. No. No grippers models. But we are finally done. And the other thing is that I was going to talk about exactly. So I like doing this. It's going to fill up.
I heard gripper model.
No, we're not making a gripper model. I've kind of been talking about how VTuber design should be. Like VTuber designs. Because a lot of VTubers out there and you gotta have a pretty solid design so that people know who you are. This silhouette is pretty good. So, I usually like doing this where I actually look at the silhouette as well. Just because it gives me an idea of kind of what we're going to be ending up with. But yeah, these are VTuber model adoptables.
Like grippers.
No. No, no, no. No grippers. So we have our blobfish, and we did an anglerfish as well. So these are all model adoptables that I'm working on. I don't know when I'll finish them, but they'll be a future thing. I just want to make them now, and then, you know, down the line, if I want to make another edition of these, then I'll be rigging them. But for the most part, like, this is what I got. This is all I got. that's all I got. But I do kind of want to make just like that. All right. Too much shit. I'm just like saving these out. Just because I wish to. But I do like that both of them are like non-human colors. Because I'm gonna be honest, there's not a lot of VTubers out there that do have non-human colors. I think the reason being is because familiarity. Posture check? Thank you for the posture check. Ugh. Grippers. No. No grippers. No grippers. No grippers. The angler has grippers. Yes, they have grippers, but no grippers for me, okay? No grippers. No grippers, okay? Anyways, I am going to just...
Do I have grippers?
George, you do not have grippers. You don't have grippers.
Grippers.
No. No grippers. I'm gonna... You cannot have grippers, George. Let me find someone that we can go and raid, because that is important. Because we gotta share the love with other people, right?
Please, pretty please, give me grippers.
George, you have grippers! You see those little nubs? Those are your grippers! Here.
I want fully formed toes so I can wiggle them.
No, George, you're not having fully formed toes, okay? There are so many people playing Lethal Company right now. What the hell? I'll probably be playing that next week with some friends. Collab? Yes, collabs. Because we'll appreciate collabs on this channel. I'm trying to find some... Ow! Ow! Oh my god! No, they found the George's Chaos! No! I'm trying to like find somebody that like screams out to me to raid, and we're just gonna see. I'm trying to like scroll a bit, but also trying to talk at the same time, and it's kind of hard because you're trying to like look intensely for something, and then it's like, oh, I can't find anything. I can't find anything.
Raid someone with grippers.
You want me to raid somebody with grippers? There's not a lot of people I follow. Real though, yeah. I think it's just like sometimes hard to find somebody because the only thing is that I could raid somebody that is doing art, but they're doing Subfest, which is a thing in Australia. Subfest is a thing in Australia. It's only for Australians, and I'm like, really? I want to be a part of Subfest. That sounds cool. But I'm like, why do they get in? I don't. They should do like different, like I think besides September, I think that like Twitch should do like more things. I've never heard of that. Of Subfest? Well, Subfest is basically you give subs and then it racks and then it equals points for the streamer, and then with the amount of points. Oh no, not an ad while I'm trying to describe this. Damn it. Well, I guess I'll keep looking while the ad is playing. Don't you just love when the ads come on right when you're trying to say something?
No.
Hooray! Back from ad? I didn't explain anything because I saw that there was an ad coming.
You mean Griptober?
Oh my god. No, we're not doing Griptober. But what I'm saying is like, I think that, you know, I feel like for the most part, where Matt gets me, I think for the most part, it's just, I want there to be like other events that are kind of cool that either Twitch hosts or like, you know, a third company can host or something like that, where or a third party company can host on behalf of Twitch, where we have like so Subfest, what they do is basically you give subs and that equals points for the streamer. Then the streamer, depending on the amount of points that they get like different items, like either physical items or like other cool things. And it's fun. It's fun. It's meant to be fun. You know, you're just having fun with your community and enjoying yourself. That's what the important part is. Alright. I finally got down to see where I am. I'm like, oh, cool. You found me. I had to scroll a while. So now I'm just trying to find, like, people. I'm trying to find, like, I want to raid people that are, like, also pretty small, so that then we can all, like, grow together kind of situation. But also, it's just really hard to find somebody that you really want to, like, raid. I think that's the other issue. It's like, I follow so many people at this point that it's really hard to keep on top of everything. Because I'm gonna be honest, there's so many people.
Raid Lari's the Mars.
What? I don't even know what that means, George. I don't even know what that means. I just realized there's a lot of VTubers. A lot of PNG and VTubers. I'm not surprised when it comes to art. You know what? I think we might go to our default. Actually, what are did she get, is she now? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, she's playing Gartic Phone right now. Do you guys want to join in her playing Gartic Phone for Subfest? How many P's?
If not Griptober, what about Titober?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I mean, technically, I was supposed to do some fun stuff for, with some... I actually posted for, November, posting up some sussier pictures of my avatar. I haven't been really good about finishing some of them. No, I cannot finish most of them on stream. I cannot actually make any of them on stream. That's how a little sus they are. But I've kind of been not really great about it. You know what? I'm gonna raid her. It's on Twitter. You have to scroll a little bit because it was at the beginning. It was at like the second week. It was not like later on. So. But yeah, I think we're gonna just go. I think we're gonna just go to our default, who I usually raid. I wish I could raid somebody newer, but no. The problem is I could sit here and scroll for like 20 minutes trying to find somebody interesting to raid, and I don't think I would find anyone particularly like interesting. I think I just need to follow a lot more artists VTubers, I'm gonna be honest. But then like when I need to raid out, then I have more people, you know? And it's just kind of hard. It's hard to find certain people.
Raid Pug.
I know, right? I could always raid Pug, right? But we're gonna call it here. I'm gonna raid this lovely person. I don't think I can give them... They usually have an art tax. I don't think I can give them... I don't know if I can give them an art tax today. Well, I guess I can do the models because I have them saved. Only just running in my post. I do want to say, you know, thank you guys for, like, coming in, and thank you for the, raids. I don't know if they're still here, but thank you for the raid. That was very kind of you, and very nice. And you know when I'm getting tired, when I literally have no thought, and my brain just cannot do words? That's how you know my brain fried. My brain want food. My brain tired. It tuckered. It wants to go. It wants to leave this plane of existence. That's what it wants to do. I'm gonna like change it. Hold on, I'm doing some stuff. Alright. Let me get the raid started. So I do have a raid message. I'm so sorry. I'm just like, I'm scatterbrained today. So that's our usual raid message that we usually do. Are they on here? No, of course they're not. But I know how to spell their name. There we go. Alright. So, without any further ado, I do have a few announcements that I usually make at the end of stream. So just like, if you want to ignore these, you can. Let me just start the raid going so you know when we're going to. So I do have commissions available. I am an artist. I do have commissions available. These are all the commissions that I do have available for right now, which is awesome. I do have a lot of illustration stuff and a lot of models, rigs, and also that of anything if you need it for stream. And then for my own personal thing, I do have a merch store. Ignore that it says 20% off. I still have to take that off. There is a sale going on right now, but if you want to come up buy some cool, awesome art merch that I've made myself, you can, and go and check that out. The other thing is that if you want to smell good and you want to smell some nice candles, I am affiliated with Qandle, and you can get, unfortunately, I do not have a percentage off code yet, but I am going to be working on that. But you can get some awesome, amazing candles from a small queer business. Support small businesses, and yeah. Sorry, that's all I got. Also, we do say a candle a day keeps the arson itch away, so yeah. Now then, as I always say, may the winds guide you all until next time. Goodbye, everybody.